Mesozoic and Cenozoic era. Let's understand about it. We will have lot of information about our early ages of Earth. Let's talk on Mesozoic first. Basically, Mesozoic era is the afterward era of Paleozoic. When Paleozoic was ended with Permian period, as we in last class discussed about, that Permian was significantly important for mainly Indian bituminous type of coal. After that, Jurassic, Jurassic and Cretaceous period starts. That means that comes under Mesozoic era. Mesozoic era is significantly important for life forms who evolved at this time, plus according to the geographical placement. Our geographical placement says that Pangaea was still intact in the beginning periods of Mesozoic. This time, the geographical part, which is Pangaea, was totally intact, it was not splitted. Apart from this, about the life, reptiles and mammals started growing in this world. Reptiles, moreover, like we can talk about dinosaur, and mammals like our ancestors, they started growing during this time. When we talk about the basic feature or basic facts about the Mesozoic era, then you can see the slide here. The duration of this era was 250 to 66 million years ago, including it was between Paleozoic and Cenozoic that we all know. Apart from it, major geological event was breakup of supercontinent Pangaea. Remember my words, your Mesozoic era is divided into three periods. Number one is Jurassic, two is Jurassic, and number three is Cretaceous. Number one period of Mesozoic era, that is Jurassic period, till that time Pangaea was intact, the supercontinent of this world was intact. There was nothing happened with Pangaea. In later on periods of Mesozoic era like Jurassic and Cretaceous, we can observe some differential changes happening in Pangaea and splitting up of Pangaea into two different areas, that is supercontinents, that is Gondwana and Laurasia. We will talk on this continental drift theory after all, not a problem. But for Mesozoic, this much you have to remember. Apart from this, climate was generally warm and humid during that time. It was not so very much polarized, right? And dominant life form was that dinosaurs and all. Apart from it, when we talk about this division of our Mesozoic, as I said, Jurassic period and Cretaceous period. Jurassic period was of 252 to 201 million years ago. Jurassic period was 201 to 145 million years ago, and Cretaceous period was 145 to 66 million years ago. I said this was the period, that is Jurassic was the period when your Pangaea was intact. After this, the Pangaea was started splitting off. All right. Apart from this, what you can learn from this one by one, that is, let's understand about the Jurassic period. Jurassic period, we already know the timing or timeline. Recovery after the basic Permian mass extinction which occurred in Permian period, that was Paleozoic last period, as we all know. So recovery has happened after this mass extinction of Permian period. After that, first dinosaurs and mammals evolved. After that, marine life was rebounded, like first coral was recovered. The corals were also found in these oceans, right? And especially like the reptiles like Acethosaurus and Nothosaurus kind of reptiles were dominating the planet. After that, Pangaea still was in contact. They were not broken, split off. Next, Jurassic comes. Jurassic period. In this period, Pangaea started splitting, okay, dividing into two different lands, that is Laurasia and Gondwana. We all know Gondwana remains in southern part of the world planet, and Laurasia went to the northern part of the planet. Now, warm moist climate is the basic condition of this particular period. Apart from this, it was also called as golden age of the dinosaur. In this time, the reptiles which evolved during the Jurassic period started growing and growing more. Some scientist organizations also believe that oxygen level was very high during that time in our planet. So during that excess oxygen level in our atmosphere, the animals, the dinosaurs got evoluted into gigantic creatures, right? That was the first thing. And the first birds were also evoluted during this Jurassic period. We can theropods, you can call them, okay, theropods. All right, now after that, dominant plants were conifers, canicades and ferns. These were the basic life form of plants, and marine reptiles like Paleosaurus were flourished in this during this time. Now, for geography point of view, these are the life forms, so they are not so important for that, but these names are very important for UPSC and any state level civil services. Okay, so remember the first point always. After that, Cretaceous period comes. Cretaceous period, you should know that it is the last period of your Mesozoic era. After that, the era is going to change. Cretaceous period was the time when the reptiles were overly grown, and it was the last period of this reptilian dominance on this planet, because they were not aware that the asteroid was about to fall on the planet Earth. And when this asteroid fell on planet Earth during Cretaceous period, it fell on modern day Gulf of Mexico. Gulf of Mexico is a part of West Eastern American coast and Mexican eastern coast, right? In modern time, we call it a very important zone for crude oil, from where the USA is producing oil, right? But during that time, when this before this asteroid incident happening, the appearance of flowering plant, that you can say angiosperms, started happening on this planet Earth. Angiosperms, right? Apart from it, dominance of Tyrannosaurus, T-Rex, all right, triceropods, etc. Apart from it, first modern birds and mammals were appeared. Warmest climate on Earth in the history. That time, why? The warmest climate, why it has happened? In Cretaceous, because of that asteroid collision with the planet Earth, which impacted or altered the entire climatic condition of our world by covering it through ashes of burns, and it lasted for our planet Earth for years and years, thousands of years. And after that, by the time when these ashes were settled on the land, by that time the entire basic climate of surface was changed, and Earth second time, or let's say you can first time, was about to experience the ice age. All right, and this ice age you will going to see in the next era. Ended up, like as I said, Cretaceous was the end of the Jurassic, end of the reptilian era in this world, and our entire major dinosaur species were extinct. You can call it is another extinction episode took place in our world, right? In previous video also I have mentioned that we have till now faced 5 extinction episodes on this world in total, and sixth extinction episode is currently going on. All right, let's talk about the next period and next era, because after Cretaceous new era starts, that is Cenozoic. All right, so overall summary is there. You can study about the summary of the your Mesozoic era. So as I said, Cenozoic era is entering after Cretaceous period ends. Cenozoic era was the era we consider of mammals growth. Mammals started dominating during this era. During the first phase of this era, we divide Cenozoic era into two subdivision, that is periods, that is tertiary period and quaternary period. Tertiary period had multiple type of epochs we divide because of several important incidents and geographical incidents and life incidents happening during tertiary period. So in overall understanding for Cenozoic, you can understand that from this time, mammals started overgrowing on this planet after Ice Age. As you can see the picture behind also, that there is mammoth and other animals roaming around. So these mammals started dominating the planet. Reptilian era was over with Cretaceous period of Mesozoic. All right. So let's start understanding the basic part of Cenozoic. Cenozoic basically it follows after the extinction of dinosaur, that is I have already mentioned. The entire Cenozoic during the initial time was facing ice age. That means overall climate of the planet Earth was very cool. Everywhere was ice, all right, cool and dry, including including the continents reached in the present position by the time when we entered in first tertiary period of Cenozoic. The Pangea split it into two parts, and those two, Laurasia and Gondwana, also split it into many parts, and modern time arrangement of the world has happened during that time. All right, evolution of dominance of mammals we have already discussed, and rise of humans in later epochs, that we'll discuss in the later epochs, means not in the initial phase of Cenozoic. So let's divide the Cenozoic era. Basically we divide two into two, but tertiary can be subdivided into Paleogene and Neogene period. Okay, Paleogene and Neogene period, that is 66 to 23 million years ago, and Neogene was 23 to 2.6 million years ago. And Quaternary is still going on. We human beings, we are right now making a video, we know that we are under Cenozoic era and Quaternary period, which is right now going on. And in Quaternary period also we are under Holocene period. All right, so there are divisions of the periods. So Quaternary period is 2.6 million years to present day till now. Okay, now, when we talk about Paleogene period, which is the initial part of Cenozoic era, then what we observe in this planet was rapid diversification of mammals. Huge mammal diversification occurred. Birds fill ecological niches left. All right, birds also dominated on this planet. In the other way, formation of Alps and Himalayan begins. In the beginning of this tertiary period and Paleogene era period, we can say, I will tell you exact epoch which has taken place about the Himalaya started beginning of the Paleogene at the Eocene epoch. Eocene epoch, yeah, Oligocene, okay, and Miocene. Oligocene, Eocene, and Miocene was three different type of epochs under tertiary period, comes under tertiary period, in which these Himalayan formation took place. Himalayan formation has created new kind of evolutionary geographical changes in over the subcontinent of India and other parts of China and other Asian regions. Early primates appeared, marine life, whale, shark, and molluscus. These kind of lives also appeared during this time. After that, when Neogene period starts, we can see present current scenario of continents can be observed. Apart from it, climate became cooler and drier. Grasslands spread, grassland like prairies, pampas of Europe and America, they started growing too much. All right, apes and early humans started into coming into humanoid form, and development of modern ocean currents was done during this time. After that, when Quaternary, that our period started, during that time you can also think about the old like Stone Age, prehistoric humans, right? All those things you can also think about it. Now during this period, what is right now we divide this period into two different types of groups. One is epoch, that is one part is Pleistocene and other part is Holocene. Holocene is right now going on epoch, and Pleistocene is just before this epoch which is currently going on. After that Pleistocene over, Holocene period start, though that Holocene is still continuing, right? So includes Pleistocene, ice age was still there, altering all the glaciers and interglacial regions. Extinction of many large mammals, we can observe that. We are also aware from our scientific exploration from glacier and from different lands in the world. We saw some specimens of mammoths, early ancestors of elephant. We saw also like burial bodies or totally preserved bodies of early mammals like cave lion, saber-toothed tiger. These are all very specific specimens that who were buried on these lands from those previous ice ages of millions years. right? So we all know that those gigantic mammal later on got extinct, and later on the no moderatization of mammal species started happening. Rise of Homo sapiens around 3 lakh years ago, and development of agriculture, civilization and ecosystem started. So this was the final attempt of the Cenozoic era, which is still now going on. If we talk about the summary of Cenozoic, then what you shall remember? You shall remember in Cenozoic two things. Number one, tertiary period starting. Second is quaternary. Tertiary is divided into many epochs, but what you shall remember is in which epoch Himalaya got developed. Himalaya got developed in Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene. These three epochs have actually created Himalayan mountains of India. After that, what else you should remember about it? Ice Age was still quaternary period beginning, that is Pleistocene era. And after that only the humans started evolving and reached till this form of modern Homo sapiens sapiens. All right, only this has to be remembered for the from the perspective of Earth's evolution and from the perspective of human evolution for geography subject in civil services. All right, if you are studying these contexts from the point of view of biology or any other subject, then the points to remember would be different. All right, so according to the aspirancy, these things are changed, what points to be studied and what points not to be studied. Now this is it with the overall detailed explanation of these two eras. With these, our all the previous historical eras are completed. This is one completion of one topic of this planet Earth history. After this next coming video, we will start from continental drift theory, which is one of the most important topic of fundamental geography, that is geomorphology. All right, with this I'm stopping this video, and I also welcome to all of the aspirants again, if they want to choose a good and easy way of learning process of geography concept, join us. Thank you.